Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Canyon. Welcome back to a sideways, we're going around, a little sideways installation of cabs. This is head-to-head battling, and it's similar to the gauntlet format, but because they are always in my eye line, just out of frame, just right over there, there's generally some fellas sitting there. Two of those fellas are this gentleman, Dusty, and this gentleman, the Flancor. And it occurred to me, Flancor has never been driven since he was painted, so he's absolutely too scratch free. His paint job, for anyone interested, aside from his windows, which is to me a translucent yellow, is all Glidden Max Flex outdoor paint, like for painting your umbrellas. White, yellow, and black. Came out great. His name is Flancor because I had to cut the rear up so far to get that bumper up under there that it looks like those racing Broncos, those Bronco R's. And it is, of course, the J Concepts 2021 Bronco, or as we call it, the Flonco, because if you look at it at just the right angles, it's a Ford Flex. So it is the Flonco R, the Floncor. This is Dusty because I realized very quickly when I painted him on the inside, he was going to perpetually look dusty. Look at the rockers down there. And he does. That's not from driving. That's from sitting over here and just dust adhering to him. I don't know why the Trail Walker is so staticky, but it is. These are two somewhat prime examples of Crawler Canyon Class 1.5. Hey, what's Class 1.5? 1.5 is full body, no cabs, no tucks. And these are two excellent representatives of the class because underneath Dusty is a MEUS Gold Rush chassis, modified to have a Amazon dig box in the middle. He's on SSD Diamond Pros. He's running an NHX Momentum Crawler 540 plus V220 turn, 5-slot, my favorite brushed motor in the whole world, and the one I don't recommend anyone actually buy because brushed is dead, even though we keep trying to make it happen. Flash hobby 50 kg up front, chassis mounted steering, of course. For Crawler Canyon Class 1.5, we do try to keep chassis mounted steering whenever possible. It is not mandated by the class. We like to keep the rule set minimum, 4.19 or smaller tire, full body. And then the one little rule that seems navigable and maneuverable is if you have portals are absolutely allowed. If you have portals basically count as a channel. You can have 3 channels in Crawler Canyon Class 1.5. Steering, throttle, and whatever you want for the third one. You want variable OD? Have it. You want dig? Have that. You cannot have 4-wheel steer. So no 4-wheel steer, no tires bigger than 4.19, no tucks, no caps. But what you can have is dig if you have straight axles. But if you have portal axles, you cannot. Portal axles use up a channel. And as I've sat and thought about it, I genuinely think that that is fair. I think that portals are an advantage in about the same number of situations that dig is an advantage. So, there you go. And there are situations where dig on straight axles is obviously more of an advantage than portals in other, and vice versa. Like if you need to turn real tight to get in between 2 gates, dig is going to be more helpful than portals. But if the breach on point in between a gate is all jagged and ripped up, then this guy has the advantage over that guy. I feel like it evens out. Class 1 Megs, Class 1 rock blocks. I mentioned 20 turn 540 plus. Momentum Crawler 540 plus V2 11 turn on the CompFox Stealth X feeding portals. So really very similar but different approaches to get to the same result. Chassis mounted steering as well. This guy's stand up, this guy's lay down. In most of these affairs, particularly, I didn't have all the bits. Someone had sent in a pair of rails from Gold Rush. So the only things on there that are Gold Rush are the 2 rails. This guy, I bought a CompFox because it was on sale and I had points and I wanted to try it. And I never intended to build it on the Element portals because the Element portals are poorly executed and an all-around bad idea. So I knew from decision to purchase that I was going to be putting it on MEUS nylons. This vehicle never had any intention nor provision of being chassis mounted steering. So I had to make that happen. And then the body mounts that it came with are... The CompFox is one of the few elements that I absolutely do not recommend. It's a shame what happened to that Artful Dodgers IP in the hands of Element. This is the front body mount, and that is the rear body mount. You see how they have the 2 holes where the posts go in? They just wanted you to take a body clip and put it through the post so that the body clip could waggle around and flopple around everywhere. So instead, there were 4 existing holes. I cut pieces of Delrin, fit them in there, drilled them to fit, put the post through, and then there's screw pins to hold the post. So now the posts don't flop all over the place. Imagine if you tried to do a high body mount like that and the only thing that you have it holding in place is you put some body clips through this. It would literally rock back and forth an inch. So we got our way here. They are both 1080s. They are both 1080s. Is one a G2 and is one a 1080? This is a G2 and this is a G1. So they are a little bit different. We got the old quick run and the new quick run. Enjoy a little 7 kg handling dig duties, and I don't honestly remember if that dig servo works. I burn dig servos out all the time. Let's see. No, we definitely have dig. And for fun, does that put load on it? No. Okay. Brothers, they were built in sequence. They were came from the workbench. Either 57 and 59 or 58 and 59. They were right next to each other in the Came from the Workbench series. And it seemed apropos. The time seems right to put them side by each, directly up against one another. The one camera jobby, because we were going to do 1 run each, winner take all, as it were, of green line, and then, wait for it, back 9, which I know, right? Am I right? Back 9? When's the last time you saw back 9 on a video? And maybe deadline. But those first 2 for sure. We're going to go by how easy they make it look. Because I've never driven these 2 in remote proximity to each other. Like, I don't think I've driven both of them on the same day. So it's going to be that learning shock. How differently do they steer? We should get a bit more steering angle out of that, I think, maybe. I get the feeling that they are going to behave quite differently. This guy also has my absolutely preferred body mounting solution. Pull that out, line it up over the posts. The posts are there just to line up the body. The Velcro holds it. You could put pins on it, but they don't really do anything. This guy is the tried and true standard poke hole, 4 holes in the body. Put poster, put clips on them. Cabs, light, CCCABS. Oh, CCCABS. An extra C in front for Crawler Canyon Class 1.5 cabs. CCCABS. CCCABS. I need to see it. If you're interested in seeing it, then follow the 3 of us out to the course, and we will. He'll go first. He'll go first on green line. He'll go first on front nine, on back nine, and we'll, as we do usually around here, we'll take it from there. As mentioned, our man Dusty up first. We are going to be battling the glare and the shadows today. Something fierce. It's the perfect time of day to get glared out. Sometimes the cost of going first. And I'm trying to think, has he ever run a course before? Not that I can recall. So starting off on a 7 is a little rough, but we did indeed just come out cold. Ooh, ooh, he's spinning it. He's spinning it. Okay, Dusty's gonna have a bad day today, I feel like. Two for two on hitting them, not clearing them. He is maneuverable though. I mean, that's strong right through there. I mean, like, complaints of gate 3 is the tougher of the first 3, and that was no problem. I said we were going to have a proper issue with light and shadow. That is indeed the case. No penalties for dig. If you got it, run it. I would like that to settle down a little bit. Ooh, almost a little too brisk there. Those mags, man. Let me tell you something about the mags. They will grab so suddenly. And as I said, they will grab so suddenly, I can't even see them. And then just shoot. 21, they will shoot you into whatever you're pointing at. So again, fighting the light and shadow. Need to drive towards myself for 5 and 6. Oh, I can see that pumpkin in right there. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. What a save, guy. Ooh, don't fall, don't fall. There we go. That was a, it wasn't pretty, but he's through 5. Oh. I have to go stand behind him. Because I could not see. I absolutely could not see. And I was like, I think he's got 6. And I think that's one of those occasions, that's a little bit of a moment where the advantage, that's a section where I think the advantage goes to Dusty. The tree growth out here is incredible. Incredible. This is going to be really tough for him.
Oh, I thought for sure we were popping loose and going straight into yellow. Do we have enough? Nope. All tailgate there. 28. It's looking tough. It's looking rough and tough for him out here. He drives so good though. He's gonna hit 8. There goes 8. 37. We had the reverse. 37. 5 gates in reverse. 37. We're way out there. We're at the length of Leviathan here. And he's going to hit 9. Throw a little reverse on it. Try to get out of here on a 39. And he just barely does. 2 reverses, 5 gates, a 39 for our man Dusty. It's not great, but he's never run it before. And while not intentionally left out, I did neglect to mention that this is a no prep outing. Came out on the course, ran the course, made sure all the markers were up, ran the course. Again, in other news of extremely obvious statements, a portal rig feels very different from a straight axled one. And that's before we get to differences in clearance, like despite the fact that one is on a G2 and the other one's on a G1. This guy's on the G1. Do I remember that right? I feel like I do. I had to go look at Dusty. Yes, indeed. It is the G1 in the Flancor. On the lower turn count, but because we've got, it's MEUS nylons, so 40% more gear reduction, thereabouts. Boy, do you feel it. Boy, do you feel it. I now think portals might even be a bigger advantage than dig. That's a 4, though. That's a 4. So, I mean, you know, our boy Dusty was at 14 already. 14 to 4, coming up to 3. Floor is indeed lava. Come on, rock blocks. He's warming them up. Just need that rear to, ooh. Ooh, 6. Remember strengths and weaknesses? .442. It's 10. Dusty's not holding his breath yet, but okay, if we can get the outside of this little ridge, hopefully we can pull the rear over. It's just about getting where you need to get. I mean, it was tough to get where we got, but I would say that they are both. They did somewhat similarly. We also had little poppy gate strikes. Well, look at the distribution of points. Look at the way they got to points. Dusty had 2 reverses. No lava. So if that holds, It's not gonna. Boy, they really do have different strengths and weaknesses. I mean, really. So he was at 3 gate strikes at 21, and he is at 14. 14, 21. If you know the math, that's 1 gate apart. We'll see if I have to do the same treatment for Flancor here, and gotta go look behind him. Portal, look at, we pumpkined in, but just right back flat down. Through there, no problem. We need to turn down. He's got a lot of stability. For a portal rig, he really does try to keep his nose down. Up. That's a lava. That's 18. So now we're 3 points away. We want to go right across the 2 points, right here. Oh, come on, Rock Block, come on. I thought we popped. I thought we popped. Ooh, like, certainly not as pretty, but you know what, we got there. We got there. Woo, easy buddy, easy buddy. So different to get, I mean, they're 3 points apart. Right, 18, what did I say, 18? 21, 18? That does, however, mean that Flancor's got 21 points to spend with 3 gates to go. Body pop. Body pop. So the 3, wait. Oh no. $28, $25. 20. Oh, I love this. I love this. I love it when it comes down to it. 28, 25. Or 25, 28, as lower scores are better. Okay, Flancor coming in. Not too hot. Not too hot. He has a higher center of gravity. We've covered this before when it comes to portals. If everything else is identical. And one has portals and the other one doesn't. It's that much. The center of gravity moves up by that, whatever the portal raise is. If it's 12 millimeters, his CG is 12 millimeters higher. Pivot it, pivot it, pivot it. There. A little more, little more, little more. There. There. Okay. Portaled through. Do I need to point out that it's 28, 27? From here. Oh, but then he hit that one. Nah, he cleared. He's got it. Oh, we were so good. When we got to 7 and then just portaled through. So, am I right? 2739. I don't think the specific numbers really matter that much. That is a victory to our man Flancor there. But I will say, closer than I would have anticipated after watching Dusty throw down that 39. We had a Spirit of the Forest flyby during camera swap. This is gate 1 at back 9, and only after masking and painting did I realize white as a background over yellow, maybe I should have done the base coat in black so that you could like read the numbers. You can read the 1 pretty clearly. There's 1. This is 2 right here, and then this is where we get into a situation where the advantage might be a little bit more towards Dusty. because you got to get way up here, and then you see where you are. That is 3. We got to come down through 3, and then we got to go back. 4 is just in frame. We got to go back up through 4. So this is pretty much a reverse spot. Don't forget, Canyon Rules gates are dead once they're passed. So he's on a 2 right now. We want to try to stay up as high as we can right here. Four. Oh, just shoving the face in. Okay, I don't know. That's pretty augured. Oh no, we're good. 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 Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Unbelievable. Unbelievable through that. On the 4, that was tremendous. Okay, I don't know if the camera translates how side hilly that is, but it is. This is 5. 6 is up there high. We are at 8. 2 reverses and a lava. It does give us a much easier approach here through. And we want to get as close to that as we can because we want to come all the way around. That's a Portalion. You got to be Portal to pull that approach into there. Now they're basically facing one another. Ooh. Whoop. Stay up, stay up, stay up. Nope, fendered. Yeah, I think it counts. I think he hit, and then it was on the exit. 8:15, 19 second lava. We're gonna reset and get back onto the course here, slightly out of frame. I did not anticipate the rollout. 19. Passing through 7. And now it gets dicier still because we've got to try to squeeze in this little gap right here. Stay down, stay down. Nope, stay down, stay down. 21. Use that maximum reverse. Get over it. Get over it. Get over it. Okay. We're aiming pretty much completely opposite of the direction we want to be. All right, let's see what he can do with it. Okay, get right to there. Reverse for 23. An absolute festival. Hold on. Big mosquito feasting on my ankle. 23 through. I'm gonna swing wide right here. I don't know if that's explicitly Portal, but it felt a little bit like it was. And through on the Michael Jordan with a 23 through the back 9. And this is Mosquito Central. Oh my God. I do not have my thermostat. 23 through, we can go by, if we go by total point, I don't know what we're gonna do. We moved, now you'll see him in a moment here. We moved Flancor back on that rock a little bit. As it looked like he was going right at Dusty there. That gate is clear. Is dig an advantage on this course? Mostly. Figured I should go from this angle so we can get more view of any potential rollouts. Okay. Oh, did not anticipate. Thought that trail walker nose was going to get more caught in. Didn't. That's a 2. Don't slide it. I can see the tailgate. He just pulled a rock out of the course. Oh! That was not through. That was not through, and that was just a full slide down. He literally pulled a rock out. So he really wanted to go. So 9, and I have no recollection of where Flancor was at this point. So this is a course that is a little tricky. Power out! We're trying not to use a reverse here. There we go. Now we're through. All right. So 9 and 11, 20. There are, when I look down, 50 mosquitoes just swirling around me. I'm doing that thing like an anxious horse where I'm just constantly picking my feet up and setting them back down. And it is compromising my ability to operate. When in doubt, throttle out. I am properly dancing over here. Oh, we should move. So he's sitting on 20. That one rollout was really costly. But through there, hook it. I mean, it's game over, man. Presumably, I could have caught him mid-roll somewhere and stopped him going all the way off. So it's over, right? Just from the strike, it put him at 27 and 23. So we're going to erase those 14 points from the 41, and we're going to pretend that I caught him before he fell off and landed on the ground. Because what I did instead was I just kind of let him drill bit his way all the way down onto the ground. Absolutely no problem. I don't even think the thermocell would be happening. This is an Alaska level of mosquitoes. Well, that's unfortunate. There's a 2 for 29. Excellent dig work. He's slender enough, straight through. We come around. Come around. Nose over, nose over. I tell you what, man. So we end this, the very first, and genuinely, I believe, not to be the last CCCABS, because I feel like back 9 is a real good testing grounds for the class 1.5 guys. Like, you need to be tight, you need to be twisty, you need to find out how you deal with your own body. I believe that the difference in the competition today was, drum roll, Dusty had to go first. Dusty hit gates 1 and 2 on green line. Nobody hits gates 1 and 2 on green line. We didn't know his belly clearance. We didn't know anything. Next time out in the bracketeering, because we do have the OG, Rusty, and we've got the new guy, the Voodoo Ranger. So maybe next time out, maybe we'll do another 1.5, because I've been thinking about a sneaky upgrade for Rusty, because Rusty's one of the old heads here, and I've been thinking about a sneaky upgrade for Rusty. So I think we might see, maybe back to back, maybe next week we'll see another CCCABS with Rusty versus the Voodoo Ranger, which means that in between where I stand right now and when I stand to record the other one, I have to paint the Voodoo Ranger. So, because it is still unpainted, and the number of unpainted rigs are really, they're building up almost as fast as the mosquitoes around my legs. Spiritually, I see today as a 50-54 victory for Flancor. On paper, it is indeed a 50-68 victory for Flancor. And that is scoring on the fly. We don't write anything down. And there was mosquito dancing, and there is still mosquito dancing. Literally, they're either following me or out here. It is, I need one of those lasers. That guy that made that laser that shoots down mosquitoes, it would just be like going, I can feel them. I can feel them hitting my legs. So, CCCABS came out all right. It was, I think it was closer than the paper would have you believe. I think Dusty, the way Dusty drives, he's so flat and he's so maneuverable, and those Megs love dig, that I think that if we come up upon a rematch in the future, I genuinely do believe it's going to be a lot closer. Strengths and weaknesses, man. Two of the same things that drive very differently. And if there's one takeaway, it's that we loved having you. And, you know, a side note to that, I think they were a lot closer than it would have appeared. Like in terms of actual capability versus what gates fell and what ones didn't, I think it was a lot closer than 68-50. So, thanks so much for joining us. Tune in for whatever happens next. As always, please do put any question, comments, or concerns in the comment section below. And do consider a channel membership if you are not already one. We will be giving away a Crawler Canyon Class 1.5 before the end of 2025. And it has not even been started yet. It is a pile of parts on a bench. And we'll see where it ends up. So thank you so much for joining us, everybody. We'll see you in the next one. In between now and when we meet again, please one and all do your very best. Have a good one, everybody. We'll see you again here from the canyon. And with any luck, there was a flea on my leg to boot. Fleas and mosquitoes. Oh my.